A very pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Myself, Dr. K. Lavanya, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Biochemistry, PSG College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. At the foremost, I would like to acknowledge the Principal of Mahalakshmi Women's College of Arts and Science, Avadi, Chennai, and my own Professor, Dr. Babya, for giving me a wonderful opportunity to deliver a session on nano drug delivery system. First, let's begin with an intro about nanoparticles. What are nanoparticles and who introduced the term nanotechnology? The term nanotechnology was first proposed by the physicist Richard Feynman in 1959 at the American Physical Society meeting at the California Institute of Technology, where the prefix nano came from the Latin word nanus, which literally means dwarf or very small. Nanotechnology has rationalized the world of science and technology, which deals with small things that are less than 100 nanometer in size. So why nanoparticles play an important role in drug delivery in the sense that as the nanoparticles size approaches the atomic scale, the surface to volume ratio increases, resulting in the material surface atoms dominating the material performance. This feature enables nanoparticles to possess unexpected optical, physical and chemical properties. As there are different types of nanoparticles like liposomes, dendrimers, micelles, carbon, diamond, quantum dots, etc. So, what is liposomes? Liposomes is synthesized from phospholipids composed of lipid bilayers which are spherical in shape. The size ranges from 2.5 nanometer and 25 nanometer. They can act both as drug carriers and immunological adjuvants. Liposomes encapsulated with drugs are delivered to the target cells by endocytosis or by cell fusion. So, vaccines administered in the form of liposomes were prepared against hepatitis, influenza virus and lung carcinoma. They can also act as gene delivery vehicles. Liposome encapsulated with curcumin induced apoptosis in osteosarcoma and breast cancer cell lines under both in vitro and in vivo conditions. And coming to dendrimer nanoparticles, so these dendrimers are high branching units, globular nano-sized particles within 100 nanometer. They play an important role in biomedical field as a drug carrier. Based on the functional groups and their applications in drug and gene delivery, they are of different types, namely chiral dendrimers, peptide dendrimers, hybrid dendrimers, core shell dendrimers, glycodendrimers and liquid crystalline dendrimers. Dendrimers are also used as an imaging agent for diagnostic purposes. And coming to micelles, micelles are core shell where the inner core is hydrophobic, composed of amphibilic diblock or triblock polymers that possess the space for lipophilic drugs to soluble, which are surrounded by hydrophilic polymer. They play an important role in targeted drug delivery system that deliver hydrophobic drugs, which increases the stability, less toxicity and control drug release. To overcome the disadvantages of the conventional therapy, micelles are of great importance in drug delivery system. And the next is carbon nanoparticles. For the removal of organic and inorganic pollutants in water treatment, carbon nanoparticles are extensively used due to its important properties like high absorption, thermal stability and low cost. Carbon nanoparticles are widely used as therapeutic and diagnostic agent for permanent bone and dental implanted prosthetics. Carbon nanotubes perform as intracellular transporters by transporting protein, peptides, immunogenic molecules, DNA and drugs targeted to gene and target size. And coming to diamond nanoparticles, the surface of diamond nanoparticles possess functional groups like hydroxyl and carboxyl, which facilitates the anchoring of biomolecules. Diamond nanoparticles, they have the capacity to conjugate with the anti-cancer drugs, nucleic acid, antibodies, and peptide used for biosensing, drug delivery, and other applications in biomedical field. Diamond nanoparticles are well known for its antimicrobial activity. Diamond nanoparticles conjugated with mint camphor showed high bactericidal activity against gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Diamond nanoparticles, they possess anti-cancer activity. This diamond nanoparticles conjugated with folic acid, it inhibits cell proliferation in HeLa cells. They also have antiviral activity by blocking the viral entry into the cell. And coming to quantum dots, they are composed of semiconductors, light emitting particles. It possesses unique properties like a tunable light emission, broad absorption spectra, which enables simultaneous excitations of multiple fluorescence colors. Quantum dots, they are used in drug delivery, protein tracking, disease detection, biosensing, immunohistochemical detection, and selective site targets of intracellular and extracellular nature. So, I am coming to the materials for the synthesis of methods for the synthesis of nanoparticles. There are various different methods for the synthesis of nanoparticles, like physical method, chemical method, and biological method. In physical method, some of the most commonly used physical method was evaporation, condensation, and laser ablation methods. So, using the evaporation condensation method, different metal nanoparticles such as silver, gold, bismuth, stannous, lead sulfide, and cadmium sulfide have been synthesized. And coming to chemical methods have been widely used for the synthesis of nanoparticles. These chemical methods, they provide an easy way to synthesize silver nanoparticles in solution by reducing silver nitrate with ethylene glycol in the presence of polyvinyl pyrrolidine. This process is called as polyol process. And coming to the biological method, nanoparticles can also be synthesized by means of green synthesis method by using bacteria, fungi, and plants. So the advantage of the biological method is the synthesis of nanoparticles occurs without the use of any harsh, toxic, and expensive chemical substances. Now let's see about the importance of nano-sized particles in drug delivery. Among all the nanoparticles, metallic nanoparticles have been used in drug delivery systems, especially for the treatment of cancer and in biosensors. In recent years, an exponential interest has developed for delivering novel drugs using nanoparticles. Nanoparticles can be used in different route of drug administration due to its high stability, high specificity, high drug carrying capacity, control release of drugs, and the ability to deliver both hydrophilic and hydrophobic drug molecules in the diagnosis and treatment of diseases. Bio-nano interactions show the relations between nanoscale entities and biological systems such as peptides, proteins, lipids, DNA, and cellular receptors. The healthcare field utilizes nanomaterials in a variety of ways, with one major use being drug delivery. One example of this process is whereby nanoparticles are being developed to assist the transportation of chemotherapeutic drugs directly to cancerous growth, as well as to deliver drugs to areas of arteries that are damaged in order to fight cardiovascular diseases. Carbon nanotubes are also being developed to be used in processes such as the addition of antibodies to the nanotubes to create bacteria sensors. Significance of nanocarriers in drug delivery. So, nano drug delivery involves the development of suitable nanocarriers that can deliver a specific dose of drug to target site. So there are various nanostructures such as liposomes, polymers, dendrimers, measles, and magnetic nanoparticles are used as carriers for drug delivery. There are various different routes for drug delivery. They are by means of oral administration, nasal route, ophthalmic, vaginal and rectal route, parental route. So the limitations and drawbacks of conventional drug delivery system like limited effectiveness, poor biodistribution, toxicity and lack of sensitivity can be overcome by controlled drug delivery. So in controlled drug delivery system, the drug is transported to the target place by increasing its influence on the vital tissue and minimizes its undesirable side effects. So there is the various aspects of designing nano drug delivery system. So the design nano drug, it should be highly biocompatible in nature and the drug release should be high and it should target the specific site and it also specific to note down the nature of the material, the route of administration, its properties and the duration of its delivery. So there are these are the let's see a few points about the potential of nano delivery. There are four important potentials of nano based drug delivery. Nanoparticles improve the delivery of hydrophobic drugs. The second one is they protect the therapeutic agents from physiological barriers, under which we are going to see about the blood-brain barrier, enzymatic degradation in gastrointestinal tract, immunological clearance. And the third important potential of the nano delivery is the targeted drug delivery. And the fourth one is the carrying large payloads. It carries a large payloads. Also, coming to the first point of this potential of nano delivery, that is to improve the delivery of hydrophobic drugs. Nanoparticles improve the delivery of poorly water-soluble drugs by delivering the drug at nanoscale, which allows faster dissolution in bloodstream, leading to targeted drug delivery in a cell or tissue-specific manner. Moreover, lipophilic drugs can also be employed inside the hydrophobic core of biocompatible polymer or surfactant. So the second one is this nano delivery. It protects the therapeutic agents from physiological barriers, under which the first one is the blood-brain barrier. So nanoparticles can be employed in delivering therapeutic agents in brain tumor, as they can cross the blood barrier by opening the tight junctions. The commonly used coated nanoparticle is a twin 18 nanoparticle. It crosses the blood-brain barrier easier. The second one is the enzymatic degradation is in gastrointestinal tract. So there are three main factors that can destabilize the oral delivery. There is bile salt, pH, pancreatic and gastric enzymes, which would impair mainly the delivery of protein-based drugs like insulin. So to protect the drug from these harsh conditions, drug is better coated with a biocompatible carrier like liposomes, polysaccharides, etc. For example, lipophilic drugs are delivered using liposomes as a suspension or solubilizing agent. Drugs are delivered as microemulsion in soft gel capsule for oral dosage. The third physiological barrier is immunogenic clearance. When nanoparticles are administered intravenously, they are treated as foreign particles by the body's immune system and they are phagocytosed from the circulation. The surface lipophilicity of nanoparticles decides the amount of adsorbed blood components as proteins, that is the opsonins, in circulating blood, which influences the in vivo fate of the nanoparticles. Binding of these opsonins on the surface of the nanoparticles is called as opsonization, which acts as a bridge between the nanoparticles and phagocytes. So in order to prevent the drugs from getting ingested by phagocytes, the surface of the nanocarriers, they are typically coated with the biocompatible synthetic polymer, that is the polyethylene glycol, which is called stealth effect. And this process is called as the encapsulation of nanoparticles.